It's Monday, July 27th, 2026, and you're listening to Blue Lightning Daily. Today's episode was assembled by a small army of automation, which means if you hear a sentence that sounds like it was written by a committee of very confident toasters, that's on brand. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. And yes, we are once again letting the robots drive, but like with a human hand hovering over the emergency brake.
Always. Okay, big story. Google is officially turning Notebook LM into Gemini Notebook. And it's not just a logo swap. They're pushing it from Smart Summarizer with citations into Creator Production Desk.
Or, counterpoint, it's Google putting Notebook LM in a blazer so it can sit at the Gemini lunch table.
That's fair. But the upgrades are real. The two that matter for creators and marketers, code execution inside the notebook, and collections, which is basically playlists for your notebooks.
Okay, wait, code execution. That sounds like, congrats, now you can accidentally invent a new KPI religion.
Exactly why we need to talk about what it actually means. But first, zoom out. The whole ecosystem is sprinting toward workspaces, not just chat.
Yeah, the vibe is stop asking the model for a paragraph and start asking it to run your whole little content factory. Like, Adobe's been on that too. Firefly Studio Beta is literally a unified workspace play, plus their whole Elements thing for keeping characters consistent.
And Adobe also pulled Google's Gemini Omni Flash into Firefly boards recently, which is kind of wild. Multi-model inside the Adobe sandbox. Everyone's basically admitting you're using multiple tools anyway, so let's stop pretending.
And Meta's over there with Muse Image, pushing agentic editing and shipping a provenance watermark. So we've got this triangle happening. Google wants the research and analysis desk, Adobe wants the creative studio desk, and Meta wants the social factory floor.
Nicely put. Now back to Gemini Notebook. The pitch is a tighter loop, research to analysis to output, all in one place, grounded in your sources.
Which is honestly the only version of AI writing I trust. If it can't show receipts, I'm not putting it in front of a client.
Same. Notebook LM's whole claim to fame was, here's the answer and here's where it came from. Gemini Notebook keeps that, but now you can run code alongside those sources. So instead of summarize this report, it's summarize it, calculate what changed, chart it, then draft the slide copy.
Okay, but let's make it real. What's the first place team's faceplant in that loop? Because it's not the math, it's people.
Oh, 100%. The faceplant is usually stakeholder chaos. Like, the research is messy, the goal is vague, and then someone says, can we make it more viral?
More viral is my sleep paralysis demon.
Prompt discipline matters too, but the bigger thing is research quality and consistency. If your sources are a junk drawer, your output will be a junk drawer with confidence.
So the practical use case for code execution for a non-engineer is what? Because the second you say Python, a lot of creators spiritually log off.
Totally. Here's the non-engineer version. You paste in a CSV export from, say, your YouTube analytics or your paid social results. Then you ask Gemini Notebook to clean it up, calculate deltas, find the biggest movers, and generate a chart. You're not handwriting code, you're directing it.
But you still need to sanity check, because AI will happily decide that views means vibes.
Exactly. The human-in-the-loop move is, tell it what columns matter, define what success means for that project, and then eyeball the output before you ship it.
Also, can we say it plainly? This is a workflow upgrade when it reduces context switching. If it turns into a new place where you have to learn a bunch of rituals, creators won't stick.
Yup. It has to feel like less tab hell, not new tab hell.
Okay, collections. On paper, I love it. In practice, collections can become that cursed taxonomy nobody agrees on. Like someone makes Q3 campaigns, someone else makes summer stuff, and then you've got Hunter, Final FNAL living in 5 places.
Guilty. But the playlist thing helps. A notebook can live in multiple collections. So if you're a creator doing a newsletter, a YouTube series, and client work, the same research notebook can be grouped by client and by topic without duplicating.
That's actually huge for repurposing. Like, this is my ongoing AI video research, and it feeds scripts, shorts, and a brand deck.
Exactly, and it aligns with what we talked about on the blog earlier this year, Gemini's push toward persistent workspaces. Notebooks, Canvas, now Gemini Notebook. Google's basically saying, stop restarting your brain every session.
The tab you never close, but make it audited.
Now the pragmatic caveat, access tiers. Code execution is plan dependent right now. It's available for Google AI Ultra users and certain workspace tiers, and Pro is supposed to get it later.
Which means teams can get messy fast. Nothing breaks a workflow like half the team having the cool button and the other half being told to pretend.
Exactly. If you're evaluating for a marketing team, the question isn't, is it cool? It's, can everyone who touches reporting actually use it?
And also, how controllable does it feel? Like, can you reuse analysis snippets safely? Can you rerun the same report next week without it changing the logic because the model woke up in a different mood?
That's the real test. Repeatability is everything in content ops.
So, prediction time. Does Gemini Notebook become the creator production desk people live in, or does it become another beloved power user thing that everyone else ignores?
If Google keeps it simple and the outputs export cleanly, it could be sticky, especially for teams already living in Google Workspace. But if it gets complicated or the rollout is uneven for too long, creators will just keep doing the old method: Notebook for citations, Sheets for charts, Docs for writing, and Vibes for decisions.
Vibes-driven analytics is the most dangerous genre.
It really is.
My meme caption for this update is, Google said, stop copying and pasting like it's a sport.
Mine is, Notebook LM got promoted, now it has meetings.
Ew, don't say that.
All right, last takeaway for listeners. If you're a solo creator, use Gemini Notebook for source-grounded research that you can reuse across formats, and collections to keep your series organized. If you're a marketer or agency, the code execution is the big deal for turning messy exports into client-ready summaries without bouncing between 5 tools. But don't treat it like autopilot. Treat it like a fast assistant with a calculator.
And if you do let it generate charts, please, for the love of all things scrollable, check the labels before you ship. We do not need another hot dog stand allergy poster moment in our industry.
Facts. All right, thanks for hanging with us on Blue Lightning Daily.
Go check out bluelightningtv.com for AI news and updates that actually matter for creators.
Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode where our automated production pipeline inevitably develops opinions.
Catch you next time.